you doing? What's up? It's Robin Nolan. Welcome to a really useful video for you. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can play one scale, right? The easiest scale in the book. And I want to show you the mileage in that one simple scale and all the chords that you can use it over, right? You can use the one simple scale over tons of chords and it sounds wild, exotic, and beautiful. So I'm going to show you the scale, show you how to play it on the guitar, and then I'm going to demonstrate you with the good old looper pedal, how it sounds over different chords and how different colors and textures come out. So you know my kind of teaching, I like to simplify things, and this doesn't get more simple than this. It's the good old C major scale, okay? So we're going to be looking at that C major scale and how you can use that in your impros, right, in your solos, over lots of different chords and different chord types, and it will sound awesome. Welcome to the show. If you haven't got it already and you're a beginner, get the Gypsy Jazz Crash-Course. It's awesome. It will get you up and running with Gypsy Jazz. You'll get it at gypsyjazzcrashcourse.com. And if you want to get coached by me, join the community, get access to all my best training, the step-by-step courses and the live masterclasses, then come to the club. It's the gypsyjazztransfusionclub.com, and you can get a 7-day free trial, so go do that. Welcome to the show. When you join this on Facebook, send the love, okay? And leave a comment, let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching on YouTube, then click that like button. Make sure you leave a comment too. Now, C major scale, right? I'm going to simplify the whole thing of soloing right now and show you how a good old C major scale can go a long way in your solos, okay? So the first thing, before I show you how to do that, I'll show you where you can play it. So you want to know C major everywhere, right? That's the first thing. And so there's C, right? There's a C chord. And my advice to you right now is to spend a bit of time getting to know the major scale and where it lies on the fretboard so you can use that major scale in lots of ways. Okay, C major, right? There's the C major chord. So of course you know you can play it. You can play it down in open position there, right? Right, it's based around that scale. Then you've got the chord here, right? So you know you can go, and you kind of carry on. Kind of a C major position. You've got your C major here, right? It kind of falls under the chord there. So right, there's C major. And then you've kind of got it up here as well. Right. And the key, right, because I'm going to show you how useful this can be. Spend time really getting to know the major chord, right? The major scale, C major, okay? And don't just kind of think, well, I kind of know it there, but be able to pick any string and go like, and be able to play, there's the C, basically. So really kind of get to know it around the fretboard. And if you use those positions where the chords are, then you'll get to know it. And not only that, but recognize the sounds of each note of the scale, right? So there's the root, there's the ninth, right? That's that sound. You got the major third. That's what actually determines that it's major and not minor. Then you've got the F, which is the sus, that wants to resolve to the major third, the fifth, right? Then you've got the sixth, then you the seventh and the eighth, right? So I'm not going to get really into each note, but just hear the notes as well as playing it with your fingers, right? It's so important to do that. So we're not just thinking with our brains, but we're listening with our ears and ultimately our hearts, right? So C major. And just be able to be comfortable in lots of positions around around the neck with that sound, okay? Now, let's see how it sounds over a C major chord, right? And obviously it's going to sound... So if I just play, let's put it in a little bit Gypsy Jazz style. If I play just kind of... Oh. I'm just going to start that again. So let's get a C major chord going. There's C major, and obviously there's the C major scale, and it works over C major, right? And I'm using the positions that are no C major. Kind of like, and hearing how kind of beautiful it sounds over the C major, right? Right, whatever C major. So we know it works over C major. Okay, so let's go to the next chord in the C family, which is, okay, D minor 7. And let's play the same scale over that chord, okay? So I'll get it going like maybe a bossa rhythm, right? Okay, and I'm just gonna play. Right, it's just C major. Sounds beautiful. And I'm just playing C major. I'm just thinking C major scale, like, right? But then it's got that Dorian sound. The lick. Someone heard the lick. There's the lick, okay? Right, it's all C major. So obviously it sounds fine over D minor, right? If we go to the next chord in the family of C major, then we go up to E minor, right? So if I play E minor, then you'll get a different sound. And these are like the modes. People talk about the modes like Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian. But this is just one scale, okay? I think it's a lot easier than kind of thinking of all those things. So let's play E minor. Right, so if we just play E minor. Different flavor now. Right? This is the Lydian or the Phrygian, I think. Okay, so it's just another flavor. And if we carry on, if we go to F major, right? So C, D, E, F, right? We play F major now. All right, let's see how the same scale sounds over F major, right? So let's put a little bit of a Gypsy Jazz groove to it. So, okay, just using the looper here. So, okay, so it's the same scale, right? Like C major. Okay, and now I'm going to play that over F. Right, that kind of sound. I love that sound, right? Right, you get a different flavor by playing the same scale over F, right? Up here. All C major. So it's working good over F, okay? And you can see how it's important to know, obviously know all the places on the neck where the C major is happening, right? So that's what I recommend you doing, is taking some time, getting a little bit obsessed with knowing all the places where C major works. And that's all you're thinking in your mind, C major, that scale, like da 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 da, right? So it's easy. Now let's play the same scale over the next one, which is G7, right? Right, this is G7, which is the C, D, E, F, G, right? It's the fifth step of the C major family, and we're going to play G7. So let's get a groove going. Okay, we'll play C major over this and see how it sounds. Different flavor. Right, sounds pretty cool. Just thinking C major. And trying to use my ear, Right, kind of sounds nice. It's just C major. You can get moody as well. So there we go. It works on G7 as well, and it gets a kind of Mixolydian sound. But forget those terms. Just think C major. Now the next chord, we're going to go through all the chords. We've got A minor, right, which is the sixth step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, you got A minor, which is in the family of C major. So let's get an A minor groove going, and then we'll hear how the scale sounds over that. Here we go. So let's do let's do a swing vibe. Okay, C major. Right, there's C major, right? Here we go. Okay, now let's play that scale, the notes in that scale, over A minor. Different flavor again. That kind of thing, right? Right, over A minor. This is just C major, right? So I'm not occupying my brain with loads of scales. I'm only thinking C major, right? Nice phrases like that. Okay, so obviously it works over A minor, right? C major, A minor, it's like the relative major and minor. So that's cool. And then the last step of the scale, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? A B, and that chord is a B half diminished, this B minor 7 flat 5. Right, which we get in jazz, right? We hear that chord. And we can again use C major over that chord, and it works. So let's see what it sounds like. So let's get the B half diminished going, the minor 7 flat 5, and then I'll play C major over it, and let's see how it sounds. Okay, so what sort of groove? Maybe I'll kind of play it like a ballad, so like. Flavor as well, and it worked. jazz school or whatever, they call that Locrian, right? But it doesn't matter the names. Just to recap, that the C major scale, right? The good old C major scale will work over all these chords. Remember, over the C major, obviously sounds great, right? Right, C major. Right, so obviously C major works over C major. Let's get the D minor thing going again. Just thinking C major. Right, just thinking C major over, and it's over a D minor chord, right? So all those places where I know C major, now it comes in handy, right? Right, it's sounding good. And here's the lick. Okay, for my sins. Phrygian, right? We go up to C, D, E. It had another flavor. F, I like the sound when you use it over F. C major over F. Excuse the rough, here we go. Right, I'm just playing C major, and there's F major in the background, right? Right, and it's got another flavor. Right? It's got another flavor. And we also heard how it sounded good over the G7, right? Then the same thing. Over G7, 7 sounded good. It sounded good over A minor. We kind of know that already, right? C major, A minor, relative major and minor. Okay, get that. And then we went up to the Locrian, which is the B, right? B minor 7 flat 5, right? And you can also use the C major scale over that, right? So we heard that. There's the. Right, the same scale, C major works over the B minor 7 flat 5, right? Okay, so I think you get the point now. So what I want you to do, right, to take away from this lesson is the fact that one scale, one major scale, which we all kind of know, right, can go a long way. You can get a lot of mileage with that. Here's the steps. Learn that scale, right? Instead of getting bogged down with loads of other scales and modes and stuff, learn that one scale, but learn it everywhere on the neck. Get a little bit obsessed about C major, okay? It could take a month. It could be a long time, but really get to know the sound with your ear. There's the major 7. You know, get the notes of that scale under your fingers around the neck, all right? And they fall under the chord. Right, the scale falls under the chords, you know that. And then get the C major, and then start to hear how you can use that over C major, right? And it's got that nice sound. Over D minor 7, right? It's got the Dorian sound, the minor sound, but you're still playing C major. E minor 7, you're still playing C major, and it's got another exotic sound. And then you've got F major, and you use the C major scale, and you've got that Lydian sound, so-called Lydian, which is awesome as well. And all you're thinking of is C major. G7, right? Then you get the Mixolydian. You're still playing C major, and it's working over G7. Then you've got A minor, and you're playing the C major scale, and it's still working. Then you've got B half diminished. You're playing the C major scale, it's still sounding awesome, okay? So that's what I want you to take away today. Learn the C major scale, and then realize how far it can go to help you in your improvisations. On top of that, right, then there's all sorts of stuff you can do to make it even hipper. If you want more help with this music, if you want me to coach you personally, go to gypsyjazztransfusionclub.com and we can take it from here, and I can show you how to use in actual music and musical pieces, and we'll go even further. Anyway, for now, if you're beginners of Gypsy Jazz, get the Gypsy Jazz Crash Course, gypsyjazzcrashcourse.com. If you're ready for coaching from me, go to gypsyjazztransfusionclub.com, and I'll love you and leave you for now. Leave me a comment. I answer all my comments. And love the video, like the video, share the video, and stay safe and stay inspired like always.